Alright, so it's another week. So we are going to take another look at an operating system that I have used in the past. This week we're doing Windows Vista. So a lot of you may not have actually used it. You may have skipped it and kept with Windows XP until Windows 7 came out. So let's do this. Alright, so we are on the Windows Vista desktop, which pretty much, what's the same as what you see today. Hell, a lot of the things that we see today are basically from Windows Vista. Things like, well, you can't see here, but Arrow, which was when it, the windows were transparent. Doesn't show up in this VM because of graphical drivers or whatever, I think. But it started in Windows Vista. Vista also brought us few other things. Well, start menu, the way it's almost laid out today. It took an evolutionary kind of jump between XP and Vista. Let's see, what else do we have in here? Oh, Windows Photo Gallery. The old Windows Photo Gallery, which is a precursor to the Photos app that we have in Windows 10 today. We also had Windows Movie Maker, which was in XP as well. I forgot to cover that. But this one, oh, well, okay. It won't open in here. If I made some changes to the VM, it probably would open. Actually had a calendar app. Can actually use. I don't think I ever used. No, I should say I did use it. I did use this one for a while. Eventually they made the Windows Live suite of apps, which was go after like the Windows or the Mac OS iLife stuff. So mail, calendar, photos, video editing. Let's see, we have Windows Media Player 11. Ta-da! Forgot what that looked like. I think the download live messenger. Let's see, what else do we have? I mean, everything else is pretty much the same. Paint. Oh, I know. Something that I actually like. The Windows sidebar. This was a thing. I actually used to use this a lot. Sticky notes. Put sticky notes out here. Ta-da! Have widgets. You can put them in this little area over here, or just anywhere on the desktop. Weather, news feeds, contacts, clock. Do a lot of different things. I think, let's see, options. Yeah, they have different watch faces for it. Let's do this one. I don't think I ever used this one, but yeah, that was a thing back then. Actually, I think up until Windows 8, it was still in there. I know it was in Windows 7, but widgets. They loved it when when they had that. Windows Marketplace for basically just getting other versions of Vista. Games. Oh, Game Explorer. They actually had a section for all your games. You could have like one place to have all your games and stuff, and have like a somewhat of an Xbox Live experience. Let's see what else. PowerShell? For some reason, I don't remember PowerShell being part of Vista. I didn't think that came into like Windows 8, but I guess I was wrong. PowerShell was part of it. Let's see. Let's go to the classic view. All the controls. Windows slideshow. Welcome Center, Sync Center. For tablet mode, Windows card space, which kind of is like Contacts, I think. I faintly remember it. BitLocker, I think it's the first version of Windows that had BitLocker in, but only on, I think it was like Business and Ultimate. What version of Vista is this? Just see. This is the Enterprise Edition, so I guess well, Enterprise is closest to, I think, Ultimate. Network and Sharing Center looks pretty much the same as it is today. Let's see what else. Internet option, Internet Explorer. What's this? IE9. Pretty sure. IE7. Never mind. My computer looks pretty much the same as it is today. Explorer in general looks pretty much the same as it is today. Windows Update. Windows Defender. That was something new with Windows Vista. Wasn't quite what we have today. It didn't. It wasn't an antivirus, but I think it did like malware and tried to help make sure your computer was up to date. So a very early version of what we see today in Windows 10 is Windows Defender. So that's really about it. I mean, there isn't a whole lot of difference. Really the big difference was Vista was a little bit more resource hungry than Windows XP, which really gave it the bad rap. Also, prior to Service Pack 1, Vista also had a little problem with defragging. It's not that it didn't do it, it's that I guess maybe it did too much, and that also slowed things down. After Service Pack 1, it got a lot better. Also, I think it's the first version of Windows that on just about all the SKUs had Windows Media Center built in. Instead of having to have a different SKU for it to work like I did XP, you gotta have Media Center Edition in order to get Media Center. Every version except for, I guess, Windows Vista Basic and Windows Vista Enterprise didn't have it, but all the other main versions of Vista all had it. And actually it was something I used a lot with my Xbox 360, because at the time the 360 only let you use Netflix if you paid for Xbox Live, and I didn't do that. I used my Xbox 360 originally for media stuff, so I had connected to my computer, and I was able to use Windows Media Center to bypass the Xbox Live restriction by using the Netflix app in Windows Media Center on my Xbox. So that was actually quite fun, until they finally I changed to a Roku, and they eventually dropped that restriction. So after that, I guess in the timeline of Windows Vista, there were like 4 major SKUs for it. Home Basic, which only allowed you can only have 3 apps open at a time. Windows Home Premium, Business, Ultimate, and Enterprise, which is what this being is running. So yeah, until next time, bye.